Every so often, when I'm talking about hypnosis and how amazing it is, I get someone, mostly men, who say that they would never do hypnosis because of what's down there. They're afraid of what might be down in their subconscious minds. And I kind of get it. There's something down there that they just don't want to confront. They want to keep those things in the shadows. And a lot of times what's in the shadows is fear, guilt, and shame. And fear, guilt, and shame love to hide out in the shadows. And that's where they have maximum power. Because when fear, guilt, and shame are brought into the light, they lose that power. When I found out that my ex was cheating, that's exactly what I felt. I felt guilt and shame. I felt shame. And it was really hard. And my first reaction was I didn't want anyone to know about it, about the cheating. Mostly because I felt so stupid. I felt betrayed. I felt, how could I have missed all those signs? And the fact is, I didn't miss the signs. My subconscious was showing them to me. All the signs. I just didn't listen to them. And I wanted to keep this whole cheating thing under wraps. I wanted to keep it in the shadows. And then when I started getting therapy for it, and I got really complete with it, logically and emotionally, when I could finally put it into the past with therapy and hypnotherapy to cover all those misplaced emotions, like fear and shame, like guilt and shame. And only when it was complete, it was totally in the past, could I actually talk about it. And then it became really liberating. Before I had caught him cheating, no one ever talked to me about their experience with cheating. But as soon as I opened up about my experience with a cheater, it allowed other people to open up as well. So I get why some people want to keep whatever's hidden, keep whatever's in the shadows, there in the dark. But there is this liberation and there's this freedom that comes from getting whatever's there in those dark corners out into the open. And then putting whatever that is into the past. Using talk therapy to logically make sense of whatever that is. And then using hypnotherapy to clean up any emotion, so that you can leave the past in the past and that you can create a whole new future. And also with hypnosis, your subconscious mind always wants to do its best for you. It has a positive intention to whatever it is that it does. And so there's almost always a positive outcome that comes from a session of hypnosis. Not only positive, but it will blow your mind what your subconscious mind has in store for you. So there's no need to be afraid of what's lurking in those shadows. You can bring all that fear, guilt, and shame into the light. Because the more you resist something, the more it'll persist. So that persistence, that resisting of what's there, causes it to stay alive with full power in your subconscious. Every once in a while, whatever's there comes to your conscious awareness. It's usually in the shadows, but every once in a while it comes into your conscious awareness. And then you resist it. You push it back down. You give it a little bit more power. And it hides out in the shadows. But if you can accept what's there, whatever you can acknowledge, you can change. Whatever you can acknowledge and be with, in whatever ways that it is so. You can transform that. And with your conscious mind, being with all that emotional stuff that's in the shadows that you're kind of afraid of being with is not always easy to be with your conscious mind. But this is the realm of your subconscious. So when you connect with your subconscious mind, you're at a different realm, at a different level of being able to be with that in a way that you can transform whatever's there. Put it in the past where it belongs. See what your subconscious mind has for you. Because when you're on that path, when you're on that program, things will just flow like they've never flowed before. And so that's the positive intention that's waiting there for you.